chances of his answer that you think, how did the ball get behind him? You
Crazy.
get it? Like he don't catch them convincingly, but he still had a good performance as well, like in
Yeah,
Yeah.
general.
100%.
But nah,
And his
yeah, it was good,
distribution out
man.
from the back as well
This,
was
yeah,
fucking a lot
that's what I'm about to say. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
distribution, bro.
yeah.
Every time when he were kicking it, he was kicking it down Mendes' side every single time, bro. And they couldn't cope with that. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, that
So,
it was a sick game, man. You know what I mean? It's a sick game, and yeah, man, another trophy in it. So, since I met Northside, you've seen me win 2 trophies already. Less than a year. This is crazy.
Our clubs need to wake up, man. Our clubs need to wake up. Manchester United, Arsenal, all of these men need to wake up now, bro. Because you know what I mean. Because Chelsea won, like I said, two
I
trophies
can't
in
lie,
phase
King,
one, bro.
yeah? I can't lie, King. My
Yeah,
pain, you can't understand my pain. You can't understand my
yeah,
pain. Bro, you man have got 20 plus league titles. You man have won 2 Champions Leagues.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
yeah.
get me? You man can't understand my pain, bro. We're
Yeah,
behind on
because you've gone longer without a league title, innit? You've gone longer
bro.
without a league
My
title,
club
and you've
is
never won a
behind.
Champions League,
Bro, my
innit?
club is
So
behind on every metric. Who's been the
yeah,
longest out of the big clubs? Who's gone the longest without a trophy? Arsenal.
Arsenal,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Who hasn't got a European trophy? Arsenal.
Arsenal,
You know what I'm saying? In every metric, bro, we are behind, bro. So
Mhm.
it's like, bro,
yeah,
your club, you've been there, you've done that. I can't even have that. At least you can say, yo, we've done it, we did it. But of course, you want more success, but we ain't even been
yeah,
there.
yeah,
We ain't even been there.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. I get
bro.
that,
yeah.
Bro, this is what I mean, yeah. And
But
you
you
know
know how
what?
I looked at this Club World Cup, though.
Go on.
Yeah. No, you go on, go on, go on. I
No,
interrupted you, bro.
bro.
Do your thing.
It's your club, bro. It's your victory, bro. You
No,
go
you,
on,
yeah.
go
Your
on.
you know
victory,
how I
man,
looked at the
Yasser, man.
Club World Cup, no? I thought, you know what it is? I saw it as a turning point, innit? I saw it as a big turning point. Either we show up against one of the big teams and we start moving forward from here, or it's like a step back, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? Where we know we might, give that team a game, because sometimes they just might be a great team, innit? And you just lose on the day. As long as you perform, bro. I know it's a final, you still want to win. I'm not saying I was taking a loss, but bro, everyone was saying you lose. And I was talking to other people and I said,
Yeah,
bro, when we went to 2012, when we beat Barca in the semis, everyone thought we'd lose against them. Bayern Munich in the final, everyone said we'd lose against them at home. They were at home. City, we should have been slapped by City, that City team that got to the final, yeah? We still managed to get a result and leave. So every time we've got looked at as like an underdog, we done the job in it. So I was
yeah,
putting that 2 and 2 together and that, and
Yeah.
there was another Chelsea fan, our big up RSM and that. Man done a whole victory speech, You know how Don Robbie does the Avengers speech? He
yeah,
had a
yeah, yeah, yeah,
45-minute stream with that
Yeah. Yes,
motivational
sir.
speech going at the back, yeah? And going mad, bro. I was like, yo, we will have to show up, bro. We have to show up.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
Rashid, what
sir.
are you saying?
You know what? You know what wins in moments like this? It's when you buy
Yeah,
ballers, regardless if they flop or not. It's
yeah,
ballers. That's ballers get
yeah,
you out of these situations. The
yeah,
team the team
yeah.
that beat City, you had ballers. Yes, you weren't performing well, but you still had ballers.
Nah,
Do
that
you know what I'm
team was a bit
saying?
rubbish though.
The,
But that
the,
team was that team was a bit wonky, bro. You're looking at like you had Mason Man, even though that was one of his best seasons, yeah. But you still had Havertz up front. You had
yeah.
the Pulisic done. You had like
Mudrik.
Ziyech and them, man. It wasn't, yeah. It wasn't a level, yeah.
Yeah, but it's fine
Our defense, we
margins.
were
It's
known,
fine
we were
margins.
known, yeah, fine margins. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Fine margins and all of that. But it still, we were so good defensively, and I think we conceded the least goals in the Champions League
Kante,
run
bro.
history, whatever, like around that time. That's how good we were solid defensively, innit?
yeah,
So it was more of a defensive performance, nickel goal, and you get it, just like tournament type football, innit? But at the end of the
Yeah.
day, these wins is what, especially with the young team, yeah, this is the wins that you want because it gives them that taste of winning and then you build on that,
Mm.
bro. This is what I was trying to
yeah,
say, that Conference League win, even though we don't look at it as a major trophy and all of that, it's
Mm.
what it does to your players and the club, especially with this whole building young squads, and
yeah,
you need that. You know
Mm.
what's funny though, that all this thing we all forgot about, even Chelsea fans, yeah. I don't know if you lot know, but what our owners did is they bought some ex-rugby player from New Zealand,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
to
I heard about that.
motivate the squad and that. Yeah, King knows, brother. I don't know what he's been doing, yeah, I don't know what it is with you. The players are not. They're not softies
Nah,
no
it was
more,
the
bro.
manager today, bro. No,
Like
it was
even
the
if
manager. Don't you
even
think
we
Yeah.
today?
concede, like no, but it's part of the dressing room thing. I'm not saying it's like it's the whole thing in it that they got
Oh,
going on. But even the manager, bro, people were cussing the manager before the game when they saw the lineup. Why playing Gusto? Why playing Reece in midfield? Where's Santos? Why Sanchez still in goal? This is what I say to you about my fans. That's how they are, bro. You know, last week, you know that the game that we played before this, the semi-final.
Is it
There was people
the Brazilian
complaining.
team? The Brazilian team?
Yeah. There was Chelsea fans complaining that why are we wearing the away kit? That's what they moan about, bro. They moan about things that don't matter. So I always say,
that's
let
true.
something happen, and then you got the facts, so you can go on it. And if there's a reason to moan or be annoyed at something, you can say, look,
Mhm.
these are the amount of times you played my man in midfield. Don't play him in midfield. But we needed a specific game plan today because with them, we needed Reece James to go out wide and cover for Gusto if he gets caught out. Like
Yeah,
there's a certain way we needed to play to get it. And yeah, no, listen, I'm happy, man. My issue from last season was always been our football wasn't bad. It was just us finishing and the dumb mistakes, innit?
don't
If we
mess
get
it.
rid of
Yeah,
the dumb mistakes
Yeah.
and we have our
Well,
finishing, we should have won so many games last season where I come on this panel, yeah, speak to Nosa that I'm like, bro, we missed 16 chances. We should have won the game. How many times, North, have you told me we weren't clinical enough? You get
yeah,
it? So today, being
no.
clinical from early kind of calmed the game down for us, and in terms of we weren't as like worried because the longer the game goes on, you start become stressed. Like we ain't scored yet,
yeah,
we
yeah.
ain't scored yet. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? But yeah, man,
yeah.
listen, yeah, it
He
is
But
out
what it is.
then
tacticked
you
him
think
today.
going forward, yeah. Then you think going forward because everybody we can already see that you guys were pressing them for the first minute, like the first
Mhm.
15 minutes, especially. You pressed the hell out of them.
All right
They
then.
couldn't
Yeah,
even attack. Like they couldn't.
Mhm.
I think for like 20 minutes, yeah, they couldn't even spring a counter attack. That's how great
Yeah,
you were at winning the ball back, yeah. But today, like you
yeah,
gave Palmer enough license, yeah, to drift
Yeah,
left to go cut in on his
but
left, but also
Yeah.
go
yeah,
to the right, kind of lose the defender.
yeah,
he
Jump
was
head
dropping deep as
like
well, bro.
yeah,
He was dropping.
free
Casemiro
roam.
wins the ball, yeah,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he holds on to the ball.
yeah,
Even if there's a player there, he's got the skills to get away from him, and he'll hold the
Yeah,
ball and wait for the run
yeah,
and then release it. Then he'll make good runs.
yeah,
Neto as well, I think today made really, really good runs. I know
yeah,
in the final third
bro.
sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating, but the runs that he was making today,
Yeah,
the way he was linking up today, bro, you guys were just
yeah.
cooking, bro. You
Even
were
he's
Dallas.
Even
improved as well,
Caicedo,
bro.
the way the balls, yeah, yeah,
it was the
He's
yeah,
midfield,
yeah,
improved as
bro.
100%. Even
well.
Caicedo, the way we're getting the
Yeah,
ball turning, the through balls, switching
Yeah,
the ball to the other side when
yeah,
Neto was making the run. Cucurella like sniffing out danger.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
bro.
bro, there's been so many good
The dummy
performances, and
was
this is the thing
nasty,
with the
bro.
front three and that. Yeah. What are you saying though, bro? Top corner, bro. I know you want to say something, bro.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that like Delic 2 was also good as well. Like I think like you guys, like especially with the transfer market, with you guys buying like some extra strikers and like midfielders and stuff like that. I think that's what really helped Chelsea a lot. Like you said, like you guys had ballers, but I felt like, and even with Sanchez, the keeper, like he did very well today too. Like you got to give him
Yeah,
props as well. Like you know,
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
yeah,
think
bro.
midfield, man. That
Yeah,
yeah.
midfield dominated
Yo,
because to go
yo,
against the
Timmy.
midfield like
What you
PSG,
saying, Timmy, man? My
you know what I'm
brother, you
yeah,
know,
saying?
Yo, this guy
Yo, Timmy,
noticed,
the
guy,
bro,
that
world
he
champion.
you won, bro.
champs of the world. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that.
He's
He's putting
taking the
our
piss,
Champs
faces,
of
bro.
the
man. He's putting
world.
our faces, man.
You'll never sing that. Yo, Rashid, how you feeling about this win?
My
It
broski,
He's
does
taking
not
I'll be
the
matter
real
piss.
how
with you,
you
yeah.
feel. It does not matter how
Yes.
you feel, Rashid. Only
Man
people
doing the man
from
doing
the
the
big
Hossam.
southern
Remember,
London,
yo,
bro.
King, do you remember the Hossam
Southwest
7-0?
southern London, bro.
yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
blame
yeah.
ourselves. I'll blame our fan base, bro. You're only laughing because we have a fan base like ours. Do you know what I'm saying? That will accept the bare
Yeah, yeah.
minimum.
I had to
Do you
deal
know what
with
I'm
Yeah,
them.
saying?
Rashid, I had to deal with them this morning on Views'
They
channel,
s-
man. Man, I tell
they
bro.
man
The,
told us we
Gyökeres,
don't get embarrassed. Man told us we don't get embarrassed by the top six no more. Yo, Wenger used to
oh
embarrass
my
me against the top six. That's what he told us, bro. Me and
yeah,
Views lost it. I swear down. I swear down, bro.
The funny thing
Yeah.
is they're gonna downplay it as well, bro. The funny thing is they're gonna downplay this Club World Cup, saying, "Oh, Chelsea got an easy draw,
Yeah.
did this and that." They're gonna
And
downplay it, bro. Like they're gonna downplay it, but like the reality is, yeah, is that I never dismiss any trophy, bro. You get? I never if it's a conference league, whatever, bro. Like if I'm in I don't want to be ideally in the conference league, but if I was in the conference league, I would want to win that, bro. Like
Yeah,
trophies are trophies, bro, and it brings momentum, bro. And you saw it today, bro. The way that Cole Palmer for that second goal, bro, the dummy that Bernardo from that centre back, bro, the dummy, bro, and then the way that he cut him, bro, was nasty, bro. You know that little dummy, bro, that was nasty.
Oh,
yeah,
oh no,
but that's the
Northstar. I was going to say
thing.
one thing, right? You know, everyone's been talking about the Gyökeres deal going on right now. Like he's coming
Yeah,
to Arsenal, so they're going to say that. Oh yeah, you know, let's forget. You know, you guys have Cole Palmer. Let's forget about Cole Palmer. We got Gyökeres now. He's coming to Arsenal. You know, things are going to be better. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. 10 out of 10 window. 10 out of
yeah,
10 window, bro, already. They're slapping 10 out of 10
they're
windows
gonna be a
already.
yeah,
problem,
yeah,
though.
left and right.
But since
Chelsea
it's a
could
10
be
out of 10
actually,
window,
Uh-huh.
it's
yeah,
time to win. It's time to
Yeah,
win. If it's a 10 out of 10 window, it's time to win. There's no
yeah.
excuse not to win. Do you know what I'm
super
saying?
Mm-hmm.
triple
But
it, man. But
that's what
yeah,
they'll
man.
be saying. But I'll be
Yeah.
honest, yeah. Chelsea's midfield today, bro, we need to talk about that. I can't lie. You know, to beat that kind
Yeah.
of midfield, they did not let them play. They
No,
did not let them play. They couldn't move. You know what I'm saying? Caicedo. When I told man that Caicedo's better than Declan Rice, oh no, he's better than him, bro. He's better than him. He bossed it. You see how he bossed it today? You know
yeah,
what I'm
man,
saying? And
But
unbelievable,
playing
that's
man.
the
alongside
thing.
that
But
NHS,
Rashid,
bro.
on the ball and off the ball. This is my thing about like football, innit?
Oh, bro,
On the ball,
brilliant.
that's my issue with Declan Rice. On the ball, it's mad. But
Yeah,
when off the ball, you know he can do the mad thing. Like there's no denying it, innit? But on the ball, this is why, and this is not even on the disrespectful thing. This is why when you lot played them in the Champions League, I said, nah. There's no way you man beat him because I couldn't trust that midfield enough to say, yeah, with the ballers that they have, that you can do anything with the
Bro,
midfield.
we were
And
playing throw-ins.
this is why even this is why I kept saying you have to strengthen that midfield. And you guys have been
yeah,
saying it all the time as well, yeah. But you have to get better players in that midfield, man. You have to have ballers in midfield. Runners ain't gonna do anything, bro. It might help a little bit in the Prem, but that's how you take it to the next level. And we've seen with their midfield, yeah, now with PSG's midfield, that this is why they're better than a lot of other teams. They do the running and they have proper
yeah,
footballers in midfield. You
yes,
get it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's the
but
thing.
if Chelsea get like four more players the same quality as João Pedro, I can't lie, they are going to be a problem, you know. If they get a few more quality players with experience, yeah, they are actually going to be a problem because, like I said, that midfield is unbelievable. Yeah, the way that they're pressing that, but like, bro, like Nuno Mendes, yeah. Bro, that's the first stinker and hooked game I've ever seen from Nuno Mendes in that PSG team, bro. He was playing like, Gusto had the better of Nuno Mendes, fam, and Nuno Mendes were playing like Gusto as being like all season for Chelsea, bro. Like, bro,
I,
it was crazy.
I was talking to
The
Lewis
thing
on that
is,
before, yeah. I was talking to Lewis and the man them before, and they were saying, yeah, tell the PSG man them. There's a Reece James penitentiary, there's a Gusto penitentiary, and there's a Cucurella penitentiary. You know them ones, yeah? And these man got locked up in all three. Bro,
Got
it's
him
crazy,
locked
bro.
up.
Yeah, bro,
don't
it's
let me
crazy,
out.
man.
If you
But
get me,
Yeah.
there's
yeah, but
none. You know,
so if we improve in those positions, yeah, it looks like our system and way of playing is finally actually there now. We
Yeah,
just need to improve the quality, and I still think we need a goalkeeper,
yeah,
definitely, and we need another like left centre back or like a centre back or someone that can play that left back and centre back just to have a
yeah,
cover for Cucurella, innit?
yeah,
And yeah, man, we still, if we do move Jackson on, which is a possibility, you know, them ones. I don't know exactly whether it would happen or not, but we are in for another attacker, so we need to see what
yeah.
happens
yes,
in
sir.
the
Would you get in
market.
You
another
know,
left winger as well? Would you get in another left winger? Like, would you get in? Because I know you brought in Gittins, but is Gittins gonna like take over Neto, because obviously Neto has improved like in this tournament and that.
Neto plays
Like
more on the
Neto's
right.
been good in
Neto
this
plays more on
tournament.
the right. Neto plays more on the right, but the problem is it just depends on. Obviously, we still have that Esteval kid coming. He's obviously he's
Yeah.
not here now because he played in the whole Club World Cup and that. But yeah, he can be back up
Yes,
for
sir.
the 10 or on the right. Yeah.
You're not saying you're not talking about something. You know what is very important, yeah? Cole
Yeah.
Palmer. That's a star. That's a player that makes you know what I'm saying. It makes a difference. He's not an ordinary
Yeah.
player. He makes a difference. The
Turns
thing
up in
is
Yeah.
that
final.
thank you very
Yeah.
much. We
Yeah.
have a player like
North
that.
knows.
We
North
have a
knows
player
from
like
the
that. We've
Conference
got
League
Saka.
final. You know.
And man did it
Because
in the
remember the
Euros
Conference League
final.
final.
Man did it in the
Yeah.
Man did it in the Euros final as well.
Thank you.
Remember that goal what he came
Yeah.
when he came on for England, bro.
Yeah.
In the Euros final against Spain as well, bro. You get
Yeah.
it? Like
Who's
man's
our
been
star?
performing in finals.
Who's our star king? Saka. When
Yeah.
Saka had the chance, you remember the chance against PSG when he
Yeah.
had the chance.
Yeah. You
Open
missed
goal and
it.
that.
You missed it, Mal.
He
Yeah.
missed it.
You missed it.
No diss at Saka, by the way.
Yeah.
No diss at Saka. It's just that this is what makes the difference between elite and very good. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
You need to
Yes.
be
that's
a
what I
game
said on my.
changer. When
He knows because
games
that's what we
like
were talking
this,
about on stream yesterday.
games like
We
this
were
that
talking about
matters,
this
bro.
about right
Not
wingers and that.
Southampton
Yeah.
and shit. You
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
me? Not them games. All due respect. But the point is like the games like this is where you stand up for your team. You know what I'm saying? You say, give it to me, I'll do it today. That's what
Yeah.
Cole Palmer did
Mhm.
today. Yes, he
So-
had the freedom, he had the free roam and everything. That helped a lot. Because if Cole Palmer was defending that much, it would have been different. He would still defend him. The point is that he had the freedom to roam wherever he wants. That's the kind of number 10 he is. But the point is that he stood for his team. He stood tall. He was like, hey, listen, Chelsea, I'm here. Against PSG, arguably the best in the world. Do you man think so? Arguably the best team in the world. Do you know what I'm saying? Saka had that chance, he missed it. Harry Kane had that chance, he missed it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's not that they're not their players. It's just that you're not that guy. I need that guy. I need that guy to come in and be like, yo, listen,
That
a game like
elite, that
PSG,
believe, man. That believe. I know what you mean.
hopefully
Yeah.
Gyökeres is
Timmy
that
knows.
guy. Hopefully.
It's
Timmy
different with
knows as
Chelsea,
well.
the
'Cause
mentality of that club is different. Like with Chelsea, it's like
Yeah.
expectation, deliver, or else. That's how they
Yes.
move.
look at my
Arsenal, it's
no.
emotion. It's like, oh my days, like, oh my god, we're getting to a semi-final. Oh my god, oh, we could get to the final. Like we're really it's too emotional at Arsenal. It's too emotional. That club is
Yeah.
it's not emotional. It's not an emotional wreck. It's not an emotional wreck from the ownership. It's not an emotional wreck from the manager, and it's not an emotional wreck from the players and the fans. And that's the difference. Of course, their fans get annoyed and whatever, but they stick to their guns. They have expectation. They don't overgas. They just get on with their business, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just completely different. They're not online they don't have to defend Caicedo. They already know how good Caicedo is. But you don't see them in every comment saying, oh my days, you can't say something about Caicedo. They know how good Palmer is. They don't have to do all of this bullshit, PR bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the day, like this team, this club just know how to get themselves into the latter stages of competitions, and they know how to get in front, and then they know how to hold on. Best believe if it was Arsenal 3-0 up by half time, we would have bottled it. That would have went to extra time.
Bro, extra time.
100%.
And then heads up onto the next, Well done. Well
all
done.
the Twitter fans, bro. Rashid, all the Twitter fans would have jinxed us. They would have started already celebrating. What you man saying?
It's a great night in Germany.
All the
It's a
top
great night
gooners,
in
man.
America, bro.
All the top gooners.
Do all this bullshit, instead of just getting on with the game and do what you need to do. They'll already be excited, bro. They'll probably at half time probably quickly go knock one off. You know what I'm saying? Go see, I don't know, Adam 22's wife, maybe get excited.
Lena.
You know what I'm saying? Second half, they'll blow their load. Pause. That's what they'll do. Bro, that's Arsenal, bro.
That's true, man.
I swear.
It's true.
You gotta give props to Maresca and the players here. The way they managed that second half, bro. Nerves of steel, bro. They're still going up against the European champions, bro. How many times have we seen clubs here get cocky, 3-0 up or 2-0 up half time? Next thing you know, you come up, bro. They're still pressing them, still didn't let them build anything, still were clamping them down. They're getting yellow cards at the right time. They're frustrating them, bro. They frustrated Neves to get a flipping.
And he's a good youth.
Enrique slapped our boy at the end, bro. They were losing it.
Bro,
even when Delap came on there,
but the
even when
Chelsea
Delap
fans were all saying half time when we scored 2-0, they said 2-0 is not enough. we're in a
Yeah.
group in like Twitter, yeah, with all these Twitter fans and that, Chelsea fans and that, like the Lewis one, brother. All of them are saying 3-0 is not enough. We want 5.
Can I
Yeah,
say
Like, bro,
something? Yeah.
it's crazy, bro.
North, you said 3-0, yeah? I don't think we'd be 3-0. I think we'd be 1-0, just park the bus. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the first thing we do after but scoring the first
Yeah,
goal. We're
one nil
parking the
down.
Yeah,
bus. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we've seen
Park the
them. You know what it is?
bus.
We've seen them. Sorry, Rashid. Yeah, you've seen how
Yeah,
quick they scored 2 goals against Real Madrid the other day. North. I know they gave them the goals, yeah. But look
yeah,
how they can slap the goals in quick. Like PSG is one of them teams that plays with high intensity, and usually the way they play is when they get the ball, like the first 15 minutes they press, they just keep pressing you because they know that, especially like let's say my team for example, yeah, and Timmy will tell you the way we play the first 15 minutes we're all sloppy and that. That's how we usually play.
Mhm.
We lose the ball because we're trying to assess the opposition and then slow the game down to our own tempo, innit? To control the game.
Yeah.
So a lot of
Yeah.
teams that come and play us, they try their hardest in the first 15 minutes, and sometimes we concede some chances, whatever. Yeah, but it's like for some reason we started on the front foot, and it was almost we started to like as a fan, I started to feel like yo maybe they're a bit rattled because a lot of the times with PSG, especially recently, they win the games in the tunnel because a lot of teams fear them now, innit?
yeah, yeah.
So
Mhm.
How could you not?
they've
Yeah.
already
How
beaten
could you
teams.
not, man?
Yeah, but
How
Because
that's
could
what
you
what
I'm
not?
saying.
title
So
side
when they
are
come
though,
up,
bro.
yo, no, if you knew the things that Maresca and the what's it called, the Chelsea fan, the Chelsea players and that were saying in interviews before the game, bro, like Maresca, someone asked Maresca in the press conference, what are you gonna do about your team not having majority of the ball against PSG? Man said to the reporter, who
Yeah.
said that?
Who said that? Yeah, yeah. I
That's what
seen
he
that.
said to the reporter,
Exactly.
bro. He said, who
Yeah.
said that?
I remember that.
And
I
then
seen that.
and then Reece James, Levi Cole was on the interview, and he said everyone expects us to lose the game, so we're gonna play like we got nothing to lose. Now we already,
Yes.
as fans, we started to get a
Mhm.
feeling like, you know what, yeah, we might be able, like if they just play the game like there's nothing to lose, we might be able to win that game.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
even
that's the
Reece
Mourinho
James was like,
mentality
it's only,
of them
you
against
know
us,
what,
innit?
you know what Reece James said, that we're not Inter Milan or Real Madrid. That's
Over
what he said
much.
in the interview, bro. Like we're different, and we're gonna show that we're different to all of the other teams. We have a game plan. We're gonna
And they did.
execute it. So,
Yeah,
like,
and they did.
obviously, you want to make sure your players back here and don't end up flopping on the pitch. Yeah. But it kind of gives us fans, and this is the difference between the manager saying we're not in the title race and now, innit? That you can see there's a
Yeah.
difference. Maybe he
Yeah.
didn't trust us enough at the time, but now the mentality sounds like it's good. And it's not from us, yeah. I don't know, Timmy, if I'm wrong, let me know, yeah. But I feel like from that hard run, like the difficult run we had to get the top 4 spot onwards, like
Yeah.
we've been different, bro. Completely
Massive
different. Like the
improvement, bro.
mentality, being behind, coming back, or even against like in Forest when we lose in the game. I mean, we tried to get a win all the way to the end. We've been finding ways, but we've also been really good
Yeah.
defensively, bro.
Yeah.
Which was one of our things in it. We weren't
That's what I
necessarily
said,
good
yeah,
defensively.
Yasir. That's what I said. Your manager has implemented a system where like where he's got the best out of your defense, bro. Even Colwell and Chalobah, bro, in that system, bro, like at the end of the season, yeah, and in this World Cup, yeah, they've looked good, bro. And that's because the manager has implemented the system to organize Chelsea defensively, and also like even when Liam Delap came on, even when he came on for João Pedro, he was causing them problems
He
as well,
was.
bro. You know
Yeah,
what
he
I
should
mean?
have scored. Yeah, he
He
should
Yeah,
have
should
he
have
scored.
was.
scored. I can't
Yeah,
lie.
he missed two sitters.
Yeah,
They should have scored that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know
Nah,
the
two
one where
sitters.
he
He missed
ran with
one
the
sitter,
ball?
innit?
It
I
was
thought he
one,
missed
the
one
one he
sitter.
ran with the ball.
He ran.
That
There's
one.
one. Yeah, the one he just
He
about
should have
skipped past
ran
him, but he
more.
took one extra touch. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's one he shot from outside the box as soon as he came
yeah,
on,
Yeah.
and there's
That
one
was
that
quality.
he saved like
That was
straight away.
quality,
This is what
yes.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You should have
listen, it
scored the
gives us.
second one though.
But imagine how you don't understand. Like, imagine how I
He
feel.
kept
I
them
know that you
busy
lot
as
didn't have a
well.
striker for a while as well, yeah. But
Yeah.
bro, once you get a striker in that can actually play striker, bro, it's like you feel like it's life changing. The
Do you know
last
what
guy,
it
the
is
last guy that
yesterday,
I
yeah?
remember is Giroud. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it is yesterday, yeah? Sorry to cut you off. It's like, you know when you
Yeah.
took off João Pedro and he came in, yeah? He was still causing them problems and keeping them
yep,
busy. Do you know what I'm saying? By keeping them
Yeah.
busy, they can't play their game. See, their game is the whole team. Do you know what I'm saying? He kept them busy. So the
Yeah.
midfield had to always run back just in case, whatever. Defenders were all over the place because of him. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
Yeah.
he should have scored the goal. I'm
Yeah.
100. He should have scored the goal. You could have
But you
ran
know
and
what's
said
funny though? You know
across.
what's funny? Proper old school English striker, and man's just there
Yes.
rattling people.
Icy one. Icy
Man's a
one.
shit house, bro.
Yeah, he
I laugh
icy
you
one
though.
striker.
I love the shit house, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
that corner when you were talking to Donnarumma, bro, I laughed, bro. You know what I mean? Because that's a shit house read. That's what we need more in football, man. You get me, like, bro. The
Yeah.
like when
But
trying to
but
rough
you need
them
to
up
have
with
the
that.
ability to go with it though. You need to have the ability to go with it,
Yeah.
bro. I don't need
Yeah,
someone that
yeah,
just waffle, yeah, and he's just there up front waffling, but there's nothing he can do, just acting hard and that. But nah,
Yeah.
you need that sometimes. Instead, you need to unsettle the defender and
yeah.
all
But with
that.
the
Of
Like
ability as
course.
well, yeah. Like you said, with the ability as well, yeah. Because like, you know what I mean? Because some players can be arrogant and that, yeah, but like not have the ability, and and they made look like they made look like idiots. And this is another thing as well, yeah. Because I remember last season, Pedro Neto came out obviously and said that he's not used to playing in a possession based team, and and then obviously at the end of this season and in the FIFA World Cup, in the Club World Cup, I don't know what's happened, but he's starting to improve. He's starting to get the system as well, bro. I don't know what it is, but he's starting to improve as well. So you know
yeah,
what,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
You know
think
Every
what?
that
player is different,
also.
especially when you get those young players. Yeah, like this is
Mm,
the thing. You get some of the young players. Sometimes they need to adjust to your squad. Some of them don't.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So it just
Yeah.
depends on how it works when they come together. We've been lucky enough that João
Yeah,
Pedro,
but you
and
got
this is the
44
difference though.
players, man. You got 44 players. It's not a problem. You can just look through the, do you know what I'm saying? Look through the players. You. Do you know what I'm saying? You got 44. You got so many players that you can pick from. The thing is
Yeah, we'll see
that
how
today,
Rashid. Let's see how many were still there by the end of the season. You know them. That I mean, by
yeah,
the end
of
of the window,
course.
innit?
Yeah,
That's
of
the one of
course, of
them.
course. But you know what it
You know,
is,
what I mean,
yes,
we'll
yeah.
probably have still
The
most of
players
them,
that you
but
had
yeah,
today, that midfield, they were
yeah,
getting out of tight spaces. Because you know how PSG press. They press you. You know
yeah,
why they're beating
yeah.
everyone? Because everybody's
yeah,
shit at football. They're all physical
Yeah.
players, PP. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If you press them, you need to be techie. Let's be real. You need to be techie, bro.
Yo,
Nah, I
Rashid,
do.
it's PMP, not PP, bro.
Whatever, bro. PP. You know what I mean, bro. You know what I mean. Just get
I was thinking, I was
to
doing
be,
the M Honcho, bro. You know that was.
bro. You know what it is. Like I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of these like us, bro. Rice, no tech. Odegaard,
It's all bad. It's
sideways.
like
Or a bit of
Gallagher,
tech
bro. It's just a
sideways.
bunch of Gallagher, Rashid. A lot of
You
man
know what I'm
just like
saying? Just
the
run
runners.
around. Just get stuck in
Yeah,
and shit like that.
Yeah,
Come on,
man,
bro. This ain't no fucking Sunday league.
man
This
running
is
around
Premier
like
League. It's
headless
Champions
chicken.
League. Do you know what I'm saying? This ain't no
yeah.
Sunday league. Hackney Marshes get stuck in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a slide tackle and just run about on the pitch. No, this is football. PSG will
Yeah, but
press
this is
you.
another
And if
thing
you
as well,
can't,
yeah. But
yeah.
that, but this is another thing with Arteta as well, yeah. It's like the difference with Arteta and Enzo Maresca is Enzo Maresca. He because Neto, because a lot of people were saying Pedro Neto's injury prone. A lot of people were saying Reece James is injury prone. A lot of people were saying Lavia's injury prone. Enzo Maresca has managed to keep a lot of these players fit who are deemed
Mm.
injury prone, bro. But the thing is, with Arteta, is that he must do something in training what gets these men injured, what gets Gabriel Rice injured, like playing with broken toes and that, bro. You get it, like
Yeah, I
Enzo,
hear that. But
like
even
that.
without that broken toe, what was he going to do against teams like PSG? Come on, brother. You know what we
Yeah,
started
yeah,
doing against PSG? We started playing throw-ins. Throw-ins, bro, in a
yeah.
fucking
Long
semi-final. You
ones
know what I'm
too.
saying? Do you know long ones? Hoofing the ball. How many times did we hoof the ball? Come on, bro.
Do you
Hoof the
know?
But like,
ball.
You know what,
like
Rashid?
you signed
You
him
know what
as
the
a
difference was
six.
today, though. Yeah, because Arsenal
Yeah,
fans always talk about, oh, other teams have got money, other teams have got this player, that player. Like, if you say player for player, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people will pick more PSG players individually than Chelsea players. Of course, a lot of
Hmm.
Chelsea players get in there, but they were saying multiple positions that, okay, PSG have got the better player in certain positions. One thing that Maresca got so right was the game plan, the tactics, the
yeah,
way
Yeah,
he he made the team play. Because yes, the midfield was cold. Yeah.
Yeah,
But bro, you're playing Reece James in the midfield instead of Lavia. Most people say Lavia and Caicedo is the best partnership there. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Playing on the double pivot. He's playing Reece James. Not only that, man is saying, yo, they won the midfield battle. But bro, a lot of the players that were winning the ball back and pressing high and winning the ball wasn't just the midfielders. Cucurella was doing that.
Yeah.
Gusto was doing that. They had the
Neto,
fullback
Palmer.
getting
Yeah.
involved in that midfield battle as well. So it wasn't even just the midfield, bro. Their fullbacks were dominating. Not only were they dominating and keeping that Cavaschelli and Doué, they were winning the ball back from their midfielders. Vitinha couldn't live with them. Jan Neves could not live with them. Fabio
Nope.
Ruiz could not live with them. Like this is the thing. Like the whole team, bro. Neto was doing well in terms of getting back in position. So was Enzo. So was Palmer. But the players that were winning the ball back, a lot of them were the fullbacks as well as the midfielders, bro. Like he had the whole team cooking, bro. The whole team cooking. And that's the difference. When Arteta, when people say Arteta needs all his pieces, yeah. Well, we seen a manager that doesn't even have all of his pieces. Yas is sitting here saying, "Yo, I still want a better goalkeeper. I still want a centre back. I still want this. I still want that."
Still
And yet
want a
this
left
manager is
back.
still able to get over the line. That's the difference of having a manager that's an actual tactician that knows the best attributes of the players that he has that can actually make the team. This manager, when we went up against PSG, he said, Arteta said, "I know the quality of PSG. We can match them." No problem.
Yeah.
That's Mike for you, man. That's Mike.
Oh
It's
my
just
days.
man. It's just
What's he
different.
talking about? You know,
And that's
let me give
different
you
from-
something, yeah? I wanted to do just this.
Yeah.
Reece James can get out tight spaces. Caicedo
Yes.
can. Cole can. Palmer, sorry, what the fuck am I talking? Palmer.
Yeah.
Enzo.
Yeah.
They all got that attribute that they can get out of tight spaces. They got a bit of tech to their game. Our players cannot get out of their spaces. We don't have that in that midfield. That's why when PSG pressed us, the same way they played today, because they play the same way, the way they pressed us, we had to oof the ball because our players knew that if we tried to play it from the midfield, you're losing the ball, You're losing the ball. You get me? So just hoof the ball, pray that Moreno's going to get a touch. I don't know. Somehow Martinelli's going to run. I don't know what the plan was because I didn't understand the plan.
Yeah.
You get me? And that's why we're the throw-ins, bro. Like, it's just different. It's just different,
Thomas
bro.
Partey is the only player. Thomas Partey was the only player in midfield that could do that, getting tight space and passing through the lines and that.
Yeah. And he missed the game.
That was the only player. That was the only player. And you signed Declan Rice, to be a 6, but then you're playing Declan Rice as an 8, bro. You get it? Yeah. You signed Declan Rice as a 6, but then you're playing him in the 8.
Taking corners, bro.
Yeah, but we signed Moreno because he scored a goal against Germany that year. This year, we signed him to play in that midfield. And when he plays, people are asking Arteta to take off Moreno. Do you know what I'm saying? It's madness, bro.
Yeah.
Even Moreno in that midfield, he can't get out tight spaces. That's why he lost the ball bears. He couldn't even keep up with them. He lost the ball bears. That's why everybody was like, "Oh shit, bring back Partey, bring back Partey." But even with Partey, it's long. It's long. It's one player against 3. It's one player against 3 long. Rice can't get out tight spaces. Odegaard's scared.
That's what they can do. That's the difference. Like Caicedo and Enzo, they can actually get out of tight spaces, but
they can.
But Rice, Rice and them, they can't get out of tight spaces, bro. You get it? Because they are more players that just win the ball back and just pass the ball 5 yards sideways, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing, This is the thing as well. When at some point in the second half, they showed the graph and they were saying, or the numbers, they were saying that we were recovering the ball back in like 35 seconds, and PSG were doing it in 11 seconds, bro. You get it? They were pressing us, but it was about getting around them. If you know how to get around them, you find a way. We may have even showed a way of beating PSG now. Like, does that make sense?
No. But everybody knows how to be. Go on, Love. Go on.
But it's not. You can't do it if you ain't got the players.
Weeks ago, Yes, I said this weeks ago, when Arsenal lost to PSG, I said, yo, the only team that came close to beating these guys was Aston Villa. They should have won that. After that game, everyone went away from that game saying, yo, Asensio threw on goal. What was that goal kick? Asensio straight through on goal. He should have scored that. Yeah, I'm saying there was another. I think it was Tielemans as well. I know he scored a goal, but there was another chance towards the end of the game. He had a chance to hit the side lane. What did they do?
Konsa had a chance. Konsa had a chance as well.
Honsa had a chance as well. They took the game straight to them. They played directly. And
Yeah,
that was the blueprint, yeah. And you know what? Big up
Thank
to
you.
Maresca because he clearly saw that game and said, you know what? Yeah, we can replicate that. We can
You know who
replicate.
did it as well, no? You know who did it as well? Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
Even though they
yes,
conceded all those goals at the end, yeah, with that when PSG had red cards, they showed a way of beating them because they were going direct, they were going ball over the top, they were showing different ways that you can exploit them in it. Because you can see, okay, cool, this might be okay. Look, they're in trouble now. They're in trouble when you do this,
yeah,
and then as a manager,
Yeah,
this
but
is where you review the footage and you come up with a good game plan in it. And that's what we were banking on, bro. But this is also another
yeah,
reason why I wasn't really one of them man saying, okay, this manager, yeah, he's another Pep disciple, yeah. And you know what? Maybe it just looks like
what is
he's
it?
just
Trust
gonna
the
do the
process
slow
now.
football. Yeah, now I
Trust the
believe.
process. You
Timmy,
believe.
yo, do you
You're
believe
believing.
or what? What are you saying, bro? We believe him, bro.
Hey,
You're
to be honest,
believing.
I'll never say
well,
process
you
in my
won two
life.
trophies, so like
No,
that's
I'll never
something to
say process.
believe
I'm
in.
not
It's not
saying
really a
anything. I'm
process
not saying anything. I'm asking.
because you know what I'm saying. We want things, so it's not just the process.
Yeah.
It's a product. It's a
Then
finished
we have
product. You know
something
what I
to
mean? So
believe in.
as honestly, at this point in my life, I support Maresca now. You guys already knew. At least most of the people who tuned on this channel knew I was kind of 50-50 on Maresca, especially because he was kind of slowing the players down. We're supposed to be counterattacking. And if you look at today and if you look at throughout the whole tournament, he's a real tactician. He's a guy who's going to make
Yeah,
changes for each game. He's going to change the shape for each game. Each game we had a different pressing structure. Or each game it's either we held onto the ball or we counterattacked this game. And Chelsea's clearly at their best when they counterattack. So any manager who's able to use the counterattack at least a little bit throughout the season, I'm in support of them because Chelsea, for some reason, is always proficient on the counterattack. Joao Pedro bullying people. Liam Delap bullying people.
yeah,
Pedro Neto on the counter. Cole Palmer, I'll say this all the time. Cole Palmer is the best on the counter. Space in the wide spaces,
yeah, yeah.
running at
Yo, yo,
defenders,
yo,
finishing
one
plays
sec,
off.
Timmy. Timmy, one sec. Yo, no, please hide this chat, man. Please, man, bro. Look at this my man's picture, bro. That's a mad thing still. Yeah, hide this
Oh,
chat,
Yeah.
bro.
flipping out. I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
That's not
bro.
matter, bro.
I'm looking
Why
because
But
this
you
is on
that's
my
mad,
what I
bro?
phone.
mean.
It's big, innit? I'm thinking, what's this on my picture, bro? Nah,
But
keep
that's
going,
Nah,
Timmy.
that's
but that's
crazy.
what I
Oh,
mean.
I didn't
Like
even see that.
that's what I mean. But I don't think because like you said about because obviously when you usually play teams like PSG and if you look at the old United teams, obviously the old Arsenal teams as well, and the old Man City teams, and even the Liverpool teams as well, what won titles. Like if you played those teams, you would usually be defeated in the tunnel. But the fact is that I don't think PSG. I don't think Enrique expected Chelsea to like take the game to them. I don't think he. I don't think he. I don't think he expected that. I think he expected that for him to have most of the possession and to win the ball back every 5 seconds. But it was not that game, and obviously Enzo Maresca exploited it, and obviously, like you said, in the second half, Una Emery asked them, even though they didn't go through in the second half, they exploited that as well because they were pressing higher and higher and higher, and eventually, when they got the goal from when McGinn scored that banger, obviously the fans got up and then they started to make a real game of it. It was only because they didn't take their chances, but there is ways of beating PSG, but you just got to know when to press, and when Nuno Mendes and Hakimi go forward, you just got to exploit those spaces on the break. That's how you get, you know what I mean. That's how you get the joy, and that's what Chelsea did.
But you know what
Facts.
it is? We defended in a mid block or like slightly in the mid.
Yeah,
They tried to
Hmm.
go with the high line. Do you get it?
Mm.
They
Yeah.
kept going with the high line, and we just found all the space in behind. And when even though we like to do the whole possession thing, we're very dangerous on the counter. When we play direct football, a lot of the times,
yeah,
if we've seen it a couple of times against Newcastle and some other teams, where when we hit all of us on the counter, we do the mad thing. So the good thing is, I've said this about Maresca. What I liked the most about him was that he was all his game management and also how he used to use the substitutes and that. You get it? So he used to change things around a lot, and that
I
gives you
think direct
usually
football's better for you, lot. I can't
so
lie.
that sometimes indicates that the manager does see things and he wants to change them. He's proactive. Because what these managers that just stick to like plan A or they just have plan A and B and they don't want to come up with a C if that's what's needed,
Yeah, plus
those are
A,
the ones
yeah.
that hinder you. Those are the ones that hinder you or when it comes to winning things or long term, innit? Now obviously we've seen what we can do now. When it comes to this whole league thing, bro, that's over 38 games. That's a different story, innit? We need to see the what quality we bring in and how the season goes, innit? We do have an easier run in, which is what's
Yeah.
needed, but bro, listen, our players only have 18 days rest, bro. They're gonna be back soon.
They just need to
So
give
we'll
him
see what
better.
happens.
They just need to give him better players, bro. Because if they give
Bro, our
if
season
they
just ended now. This is the thing. Our season ended now. Today is when our season ended. From it still it basically didn't end till now. So we literally gonna have the rest and then we'll see what happens, man.
they just need to give Maresca a bit more quality players. If you get at least 3 or 4 quality more players, you're gonna be a problem. Because
Yeah, but this is
obviously,
the thing. This is another thing, though. Yeah, no
yeah,
more. We're not trying to hear this. The whole thing about young people, young players can't win anything and all that. You know that stuff. Yeah, don't work, fam. If you set up the right way, and the manager's getting the most out of the players or getting the best out of the players, there's always a way to win, fam. Do
yeah,
you know what I mean? There's always
Yeah,
a way to win.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm the same way because like even like because people were just using that young players thing to deflect. I'm like, if your players are shit, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing with the manager. They're trying to defend the manager with the young players thing, and I'm like, uh, it is what it is. We hired Lampard and we thought he was going to do something. We hired Poch when Enrique was available. Even though we beat Enrique, we'd be in a much better spot right now if we had Enrique the whole time than if we had Poch and then Maresca had to do a new system. Potter was shambolic. So what and PSG has shown us that you can win with young people, even if they lost today. So
Yeah.
what we need to do
Yeah.
with our clubs is we need to just demand actual fucking quality from our clubs instead of just
Yeah.
laying down and saying, "Oh, we have young players. We got to give these guys time." To be honest, football is not that complicated, bro. We're acting as if footballers are heart surgeons, brain surgeons, physicists. No, you get good players, you put them in the position for them to succeed, and you win the freaking game. It's not hard. It's not that
You
hard.
you play to their attributes. Do you know what I'm saying? The thing is that you play to the attributes. The players that Chelsea have, it played to because you got Pedro that can run in behind, draw Pedro a little bit as well, and then you've got Delap that can run in behind as well, and then you got Palmer. Because Palmer, you've got Palmer, you've got that that brilliance that someone you give the ball to that can hold the ball, turn around, um, turn a game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you've got someone that can stand tall. And then you got
Mhm.
the rest that just play to their attributes. Cucurella,
yeah,
bro. Cucurella was a dickhead, being a dickhead. That's his attribute, being a prick.
yeah,
You get stuck in, do you know what I'm saying? Piss him off. He was doing it perfectly. Gusto, runner. He can give you that, do you know what I'm saying? He can run in behind because he's pacey. You just play to their attributes and you win. The thing is that we put players in positions where like you put Martinelli, that's a direct player on the left wing, and then you put Rice that has no tech in the 8. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you put I don't know, you put Lewis Skelly that can actually carry the ball to invert into number
yes,
6. What's the point? He can carry
Yeah.
the ball. Why are you stopping him at number 6? Do you know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like, it's just not playing to these attributes. And when you tell people, they're like, "Oh, fuck off. Are you a
Yeah,
coach?"
but this is
No,
what I
I'm
said
not a
though, Rashid.
coach,
I said this
but I've got
before.
eyes.
But this
Yeah.
is the thing, though, Rashid. I said this before, and I think Nosad might remember. I said this, yeah. These managers nowadays, they play the way they set up the team is to hide players' deficiencies instead of basically
yes.
getting showing the best out
Playing
of
to
them.
their strengths.
Playing to the
Yes,
yeah,
instead of playing to their strength, they trying to find ways of hiding one players. They putting a player there to hide like you know how they say that you needed Marino to unlock Martinelli. You get it? They need
yes,
someone there to help this guy over there. Even though today, for example, yeah, Reece James was in midfield just in case to help Gusto, because who's Gusto, for example, if he gets caught out wide or whatever, sometimes he might not
Yep.
do well, yeah, or he sleeps. Okay, cool, that's the way. But he also played in a way that he knows that Gusto can go further forward. Does that make sense? So he tried to do both.
yeah,
But a lot of
hmm
managers just play in a way that it doesn't. We have to just make sure that he doesn't make that mistake. So I'm just gonna put him there, innit? you know what I mean? So yeah, man,
Mm.
it doesn't help the players,
No,
but also doesn't help the team.
yeah,
It's a problem
even
if
if
he's
you,
arrogant, bro.
yeah,
That's the
even
problem.
if you look at Enzo, if you look at Enzo Fernandez as well, the improvement, on Enzo Fernandez as well, because people were saying, is he a 10? Is he a 8? Is he a 6? And like Enzo Maresca again has found a place to fit Enzo in, and you know what I mean, and the way that Enzo like crushes the box, and the way that he like presses, even at
Yeah,
times
but
like
I don't think Chelsea can play this formation all the time, King. Because think about it, yeah. If they play
mm,
against the certain teams, you only be attacking from the left because you ain't got a right winger. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's gonna happen in the Premier League. I'm telling you. I don't think they can play this formation every time. I think
No, we
this
do, but
formation
there's
was
different ways
perfect
of
for this
playing against
game.
every team. But it's the
Uh,
thing. There's
uh,
yeah,
different ways of playing against every team, bro. And a lot of the teams
yeah,
that we might
exactly.
face
Yeah,
that are lower half on the table or whatever, it might just be a low block thing. So
yeah,
the
yeah, but
manager has to figure it out. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
The
but
manager has to figure it out.
Enzo does switch it up, because I even remember the Tottenham game. I even remember the Tottenham game you played away, and like Caicedo was playing as a right back, and obviously you man were 2-0 down in it, and then I think it was 2-1 at half time when Sancho scored that goal. It was like
Yeah,
2-1
yeah,
at
yeah,
half time, and then
yeah.
in the second half, Enzo put on Gusto as a right back, and I think he put someone else, and then he put Caicedo back into like midfield, and then from there, like the game completely like changed. You get it? So like
Yeah,
he,
but part of it is just that it's their just team in it, so they just do that all the time, bro. They just bottle it. Is what it is. But I'm saying Tottenham.
We'll
Yeah.
see. I say it's Tottenham. Listen, let's get Macy in, and then I need to wrap up because I need to do my clips for tomorrow.
So listen, before
Big up
Macy
to
goes,
Macy,
yeah,
bro. I know you've been waiting
I need to
patiently,
go in
bro.
it.
Hey, big up
So yo,
yourself, man.
listen,
Big
yeah,
up,
listen,
big up.
big up to all of
Big
you.
Big up.
up,
Just,
yo.
just
Listen,
take
we're
a
big.
break, yeah. We don't need to hear from you for a while. Just take a break, bro.
yeah, yeah. I agree with that. I
Don't
can't
worry,
lie.
man. No, I can't
yo,
lie. Yeah, I was thinking I have to beat this PSG team. I can't be getting cooked by no side. You know what I mean? I'm 1-0 up already. You know what I mean? 1-0 up already from the Conference League thing. I have to get 2-0. You know what I mean? And I got my 2-0, so I'm chilling. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Two out of
good
two.
luck to
But
Tuchel as well,
You're
fam. Good luck.
parading, bro. Just go chill.
no
Just
side. The
relax.
only thing I need, I'm not gonna cook and all that. It's useless, isn't it? But all I need is every time I come on, just say this is our world champion. That's all I need, fam.
It's
You know
yours,
what I mean?
bro.
Address me as the world champion. It's only 4 years, and then I'll stop talking about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, big up to all of you, and then
Yeah,
watch out for the match reaction that's coming out when I get home. I'm not at home in it, so when I get
yeah,
home, I'll do that.
Big up,
Big
man.
up, man.
Big up.
big up,
Big up to
Big
you.
up.
big up
Big up.
yourself,
Big up
big
to
up
the chat
yourself.
as well,
Macy,
man. Big up.
Yes.
big up, bro. Macy, what's your final thoughts, bro? Before we wrap up, man. What's your
Yeah,
final
big up
thoughts?
on offside. Sorry I came in a bit late, but yeah, good win for Chelsea. They own London once again, and that was an incredible performance from Maresca and his side. And once again, Cole Palmer. There's a reason why we should have signed him instead of Kai Havertz, because look at what Palmer can do that Havertz can't do, and that's control the ball and create a goal scoring opportunity. And our fan base are so giddy that the fact that Kai Havertz is part of the reason as to why we still have a chance of winning the Premier League, which undoubtedly is not going to happen. And listen, earlier today, my uncle came to my house and he's a Tottenham fan. And I asked him a simple question. I asked him, what are your thoughts for the Club World Cup final tonight between Chelsea and PSG? And he said to me, maybe Chelsea could win this Club World Cup. And I said to him, why? Because PSG for me, they've been absolutely terrorizing like the other teams in the Club World Cup, and he said, because I feel like something could happen, like a miracle could happen, and I was like, maybe, and for this miracle to happen, for Chelsea to beat PSG and outsmart them in their own game plan, that was impressive, and they could do the one thing that we can't do, Northside, and that's beat PSG in their own game plan. So that was incredible. I've never seen I've never seen Chelsea like use some kind of tactical genius way on how to outsmart PSG in their own game. Like Cucurella absolutely he absolutely kept the whole left hand side quiet throughout the whole match. And listen, I respect Cucurella. I think last season he was a bit like up and down with his performance, but tonight he really outstandingly he kept that left hand side balanced and quiet. Moises Caicedo too, outstanding performance from him. He's been absolutely terrific in that midfield with Enzo Fernandez as well. And I got to say this, I mean, their midfield is more compactful than our midfield. And the worst thing is, Thomas Partey is leaving like for nothing. And it's like we need to find a replacement if Partey's really going to leave us, because I think Chelsea's midfield is more like dominant and more impactful than our midfield. And listen, and also big up to Liam Delap as well in his first role first role as a Chelsea player, win a trophy, because he left he did the right thing by leaving Ipswich Town, because last season, like, we all know Ipswich were going to be relegated anyway. And for him to go to Chelsea and win his first trophy, outstanding. I'm proud of Liam Delap. He took the right path in his journey, because when he got Ipswich promoted to the Premier League, that was the best moment. But we all know Ipswich were going to go down anyway, because if you're a promoted team, you always are the favorite to go down. And that's exactly what happened last season to Ipswich. But he did the right thing by moving to Chelsea. And look what happened. He's a champion. And Enzo Maresca in phase 2, another trophy. And for that reason, Chelsea are the true kings of London, because they have now won every single trophy, like everything: Premier League, League Cup, FA Cup, Europa League, Champions League, Club World Cup. Chelsea, they own London, guys. They are the true kings of London. They are the Godzillas of London. And if the real Godzilla was here, he would absolutely be spitting blue fire out from his mouth and rising. Yeah.
Big up Macy, man. Every single
Big up
time.
Macy.
Man. You know what I'm saying?
Big up
Listen,
everyone.
Big up Macy, big up
Timmy,
Macy.
congratulations, bro. Much deserved.
Big up to
I'm
me.
gonna go hit up the club, you know.
Congrats, man.
Hit me up if
Big
you
up to
hit
me.
me up if you want some bottles, you know.
Big up to me, man.
Big up,
Big up Timmy, man. Every single time, man. Go enjoy, man. Go enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Macy, big up, man. Rashid, always love family.
Salute, my G.
Real
You
king
already
as
know
well.
that,
Big
man.
up to you. We're gonna
Big up,
redirect
man.
to Lee, because I need to get some of these clips done. So that put our content tomorrow while I'm working. So big up to everyone that's locked in. We're gonna redirect to Lee. Northside raid on the way in. And we're out, man. We're out. Suck Arteta, please.